Put the dowd, Piper. A Piper is dowd. Oh.
Yep. We're on. Everyone, keep your pants on.
What?
I can do whatever I want from the waist down.
Cut the mic. Hey, I think we've got it.
Don't cut me.
All
right. It happened again.
I said, cut the mic. And I'm like, don't cut me.
There was some
go away.
connectivity issues in the Heath house.
Yes, there is, and I can't continue to reboot the world, so hopefully this will stop.
Oh, not with that attitude.
Okay, I will reboot the world over and over.
If you fall out, we'll just continue and let you come back in whenever.
And I'll come back with one less leg.
Maybe.
You weren't using all of them.
Oh. I started working out again last week for like the first time in
I'm sorry.
Longer than I care to admit. And have you ever worked out so hard that you smell like imitation crab?
What?
I mean, like you just funky, like
No.
from
No.
ankle to nose. Oh, well, maybe it's just me.
I've bumped pretty hard too.
my
Never
pheromones.
imitation crab.
I was imitation crab sweating today.
What? Okay. First of all, what were you doing? What kind of workout were you doing?
High interval training.
Yeah.
HIIT.
Yeah. Running or?
Well, I was doing lifting at first and then running after.
Okay.
Because it was nice. It was really nice today.
So pick up the weight and run with it.
Yeah, pretty much. Trying to find one of those gigantic tires, but I think it'd have to be like a really super gigantic tire for it to be really effective. Of course, I don't know. I want to find a tire. It doesn't seem like a workout, but I've never done it.
I mean, you just need something heavy and awkward. I mean, I'm available. So.
We flip you around through the parking lot.
Get one of those circus rings where you put your feet and hold onto it. And you just, thump, thump, thump. If you've seen those.
Does socially awkward count?
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about the big tractor tire flip thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like a deadlift.
That's kind of what I thought. I mean, it's a clean deadlift, clean and pull because you have to flip it over too.
Yep.
It's full body. I get that. And then you see these people doing the sledgehammers on the tires, and I guess that's a thing too. And the ropes.
I was gonna say the ropes seemed like it would be just awful to do for an extended period of time.
Yeah, could you imagine that burning your shoulders?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, a buddy of mine, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. He's been doing travel nursing for a while, but he was wanting to do like a comedy montage of a workout like that. But you got like strings,
and
little tires you flip it over,
like a remote control car.
Things you can do with your hands.
Yeah,
like and just like sweat and pour buckets over your head. Thought that would be funny.
Nice.
So how's everybody doing? Oh, hey, Shell. Hey, Cowart. Glad you could join us.
Now we can start.
Now we can
That's
start.
right.
I do have a rowing machine. It's no longer in here, but I do have a rowing machine. That's a heck of a workout.
Yeah, I've got one also. I don't use it very often though. I'd rather. I don't know. I've always been a jogger. Always since joining the army, I've been a jogger runner more than anything.
I mean, do you have to like put on, someone just screaming at you in your headphones to really, get into it? I mean, is that?
Yeah, I listen to music.
Just wondering.
And construction equipment.
Yeah.
Well, I've got that shocks thing, Heath, that you
Yeah.
suggested. Absolutely love it. Love that
Yeah.
it's bone conduction, so I can hear. And today I was just walking outside after work, just kind of get a little something in before we started, and I'm using my phone as like to keep the phone light on because it's pitch black and all my workout clothes are dark. I didn't want to get run over by anybody.
That would ruin their car.
Yeah, in my day.
Sure
I don't. Yeah, it's so funny. I don't have time to get hurt or be sick.
Yeah.
Like maybe in about 8 months. Sure. Okay, I'll be sick all you want, but I just can't do it right now.
That's funny.
Just schedule it in.
Yeah. We'll schedule Thursday.
people call my
broken
people.
leg.
Yeah.
Oh God, better knock on wood.
I got a
So-
friend who this is a little older than I am, but he bought one of those one wheels, the little one wheel with a board. It's electric
Oh,
powered.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so he had it for a couple months, and yeah, we went over to their house. He's like, "You want to try it?" And I was like, "Nope." And the kids were like, "I want to do it. I want to do it." And I was like, "Okay." And so they he showed how to go up and down. It's got a safety thing. So if you don't engage fully on both of the pads, it won't start moving. So it's got some safety features built into it, and they went up and down the hallway. And the day before Christmas, he broke his leg in 4 places, and spent a few days in the hospital. And he has listened a few
You think
times to the game.
after you break your leg,
Hmm?
after you break your leg in the first place, you wouldn't continue moving on to a new place. Like,
Yeah. Dude, let's try again.
How
Ow.
did he break it
Didn't
3
work.
more
Let's try
times? What
again.
the hell is he thinking?
Yeah, right.
The only safety feature I would use for one of those is to like ride it on a trampoline. That's it. I wouldn't do anything else.
Well, I went to visit him in the hospital after he went back the second time, and he was watching videos of people doing tricks, like off-roading and jumping and going on the picnic tables and stuff. I was like, okay, A, you're crazy, and B, you're not gonna let this keep you down. That's for sure. So hopefully he'll be back on his feet in a couple weeks.
I have always hated watching those videos, or it's usually with football.
Mhm.
Somebody will get an injury and they'll play it 45 times in slow motion
Oh,
from
yeah.
17 different angles. And I'm just like, why are you doing it? I mean, I've worked in
Pain.
orthopedics, and like
Pain.
I can see how it's fixing, but just watching the mechanism of action, like knees hyperextending and like legs are back, I can't do it. Like just I can deal with it afterwards. I can see the surgery and fix it and take care of them.
Mhm.
But actually seeing it happen,
Mhm.
oh my God, I just cannot do it.
Yeah, I know.
that just,
I know for a while they actually said, we're going to stop showing certain things on the injuries, but they still show a little too much in my opinion.
Yeah. Really bad.
have you seen that video with the Scott Sterling video?
Is somebody breaking something?
No, it's like a parody, but he's a goalkeeper for a soccer team, and he just gets railed in the face over and over and over again.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
yes. I've seen
That's funny. That doesn't bother me.
It's so good. And then they come out and they give him a chair and they prop him up in the chair in the goal because he's like half conscious.
Oh, I have seen that.
And then
Yeah.
the guy comes in for another kick and it just beats him in the head.
I have seen that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's good. Then there's the soccer version. There's also a volleyball version too, where he just gets
Yes.
spiked and it just boom right in the nugget every time.
I like watching. I saw one for I think ladies college volleyball,
Mhm.
and it showed in super slow motion the balls hitting him in the face, and I mean, I guess I understand that the ball is flattening out, but it looks like their face is
Flattening
flattening out, and it's just like these two roundish objects have a straight line between them, and then they come apart. It's the wildest looking thing. That doesn't bother me.
That's
No, I think it's knees and ankles that really just get me. Like, legs, lower limbs.
Can hear it.
Yeah.
So murder basements.
so murder basements.
Yes, like this one.
That's
So
my
that leads
position.
us into this week's episode where
Yeah.
you break things and torque. So last time you guys had spoken to Artis Shemwick, the local purveyor of knowledge and man of secrets,
Very
and
trustworthy dude.
very, very, very trustworthy fellow who sells basically information to the highest bidder. He, through using the Star of Justice, you cast divination, and St. Cuthbert sent down a very clear and obvious clue
Mhm.
as to how to find Artis Shemwick.
Mhm.
But it just so happens that Tarathiel, using his background skill, it was actually Artis who he had as a contact in Cauldron. So you got the information. You found the tunnel. You went down the tunnel into an open cavern and some finely built dwarven structures that look like they're built, like chiseled from the wall. So the structure is part of the wall. They just chiseled into it to complete it. Looking over this looking over this crevice, this cliff, over a large greenish lake, subterranean lake. It's moist, it's humid, and you don't want to breathe through your mouth. It's just got that funky smell of rotting vegetation. And there's a giant basket. Looks like it goes down to the buildings down below. And I wasn't thinking last time when I was trying to determine, sight and things like that. The algae that's on this lake is glowing. So it's a lot easier, especially if you have dark vision. The dim light vision you can see as if it was daylight. Daylight, that's wrong. Emphasis on the wrong syllable. You can see a lot further than I originally considered, I'd thought about. But currently, you are in a small room where you had alerted two of the guardsmen by touching a rock, a very, very loud rock. The two guards ran out and proceeded to die.
Yeah, I think you mean cunningly lured them into the room with the Stone of Alarm.
Yes, all part of the telepathic
the
plan.
whole time.
it's very. I love it when a plan comes together. Of us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey man, 60% of the time it works every time.
And you decided that the rock, which did not stop the alarm, would be better off in a pocket dimension.
A different plane of existence.
Yes.
Now everyone
And
in
you
that
can
dimension.
still kind of hear it.
Yeah.
It's so loud.
Everyone in that dimension's like, we are going to murder whoever put that in here.
All of a sudden, a portal appears.
What you don't know is like portals go to random people's houses in the inner planes, and like you just throw this rock, and this Baylor wakes up like groggily, rubbing his eyes, like, what the hell is going on? Throws it back
So
through.
you're telling me even the houses in hell have murder basements?
Yes. Yes.
They're all
Okay.
connected.
I think all of Cauldron has, like, under Cauldron is one large murder basement.
I think it was about
Mhm.
Yes.
17 as far as my count so far.
17 murder basements.
Yeah, they've been individually appointed murder basements. I mean, they haven't been connected as far as we could tell. But then again, as far as we can tell.
I think you pay a premium for a good murder basement when you're in the housing market.
There's got to be some
Well,
thieves'
Gelv
cant.
has got like some prime real estate then.
Heck yeah, he does.
There's got to be some kind of thieves' cant, like when you're looking through the Cauldron Zillow listings. Like it's like, oh, recently updated kitchen. That means murder basement with extra goblins. That sort of thing.
Murder basement with kobolds.
Exactly.
So you guys have just finished this combat, and you're standing in the winch room.
Kazan looks over and says, "What? What?"
Right up, just shoot right up the aisle.
Yeah.
Saucy winches.
Oh, I zoomed out
Uh,
too far.
Dorothy will retrieve his caltrops, I guess.
Okay.
And yeah, make the
I mean, you're out of
map
combat.
sound.
Yeah.
So this door's still open. These bodies are on the floor.
Yes,
They
you're
hit the floor.
We should.
exited combat,
we
stuffed a
We let-
stone, and we're picking up immediately after that.
let the bodies hit the floor.
Mhm.
What do we want to do with them? Could try and chuck them in the lake or something.
We should,
Check their pockets.
at the very least, see if
Good
there's
plan.
any sort of identification
I was thinking
Nope.
more like keys.
or keys.
They
Blockbuster
don't,
card or
Yeah. Blockbuster.
they don't have any wallet, but do
Very
you have
valuable.
inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they do have keys. One of them has a set. Well, it's not a set of keys. One of them has a key on him,
The key.
Ah,
the
the one
it's a
key.
set of one.
as well as both of them each have a potion of cure wounds, the 2d4 plus 2. So that's 2 of them total. They're dressed in chainmail, long swords, and shields. Otherwise, nothing else stands out.
Is there enough space behind the winches and stuff that we could kind of hide them somewhere in here? Or would it be very obvious?
Not behind me, you don't.
I'm behind the winch. I won't do it.
don't do it.
It would be pretty obvious, you think, because the winch isn't flush to the ground. It's got a
Yeah.
circular. I mean, you could try and conceal them, but just a
it'd be
rudimentary
difficult.
search would find it.
Yeah, it'd be
At least in
difficult.
the
And
rudimentary.
it's kind of well lit enough outside that dropping them like around this corner up here wouldn't really do much to hide them either.
Well, up here on the ledge, it's fairly dark, if not pitch black, because the light from the lake is 90 feet down, and it's
Yeah.
pretty much the only source of light that you have in this cavern. It's light enough to where it does illuminate, but it's very far down.
Okay.
So putting them in that little niche in the corner definitely wouldn't be able. You don't think you'd be able to see it from the shoreline down below, for sure. If that was your intention.
Yeah, should we do that? Just in case somebody comes through here, we don't want them to see some bodies and be alarmed.
I think they're already alarmed.
What?
Literally.
What? Yes. We're all doing this telepathically because the ears do not work.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll just grab them, drag them, toss them off the cliff.
Do you want to toss them in the water? Because they might end up on the remote shore. I was thinking of just tucking them up where Bizel is at the moment.
Well, I think it's pretty stagnant, right? It's not like there's no current.
There's no current, but the water does move a little bit. So you feel like there is some sort of current, I guess. But it's real slow, and the algae on top basically muffles and contains the water from moving any more than that. The algae looks like just one giant film that covers the entire lake.
A flim?
Phlegm.
Let's find out what happens when you toss a body in the lake.
You toss the body.
Right.
I'm going to take notes, so it's science.
Okay.
Is that the plan? You're going to throw the body off into
Yep.
the lake?
What I mean?
Yep.
What if? Okay.
All right.
I didn't say it was a good plan, but it's the plan.
You take a body, toss it off the edge. A few seconds later, you hear it hit like it smacks mud, like a wet smack. And the body hits the water and sits there for a second, but it looks like it probably, just the force of the impact, ripped open some of the algae and the plant life on top, and it slowly sinks into it. But it's taking some time. It doesn't immediately just go underwater.
Okay. Look for Yorgoth, Lord of Slime, to appear.
Yeah, I'm waiting on I'm waiting on the little eye stalk to come out and
Yep.
do the thing.
Trash compactor monster. All right, and pick up Billy Joe Tom Bob and toss him in the lake.
Okay. The second one goes down close to the first. It rips open a much larger area, and both of them just sink into the hole and fall underwater pretty quickly.
So we encounter the Lord of the Slime. Remember that we fed him. So,
We come in
those,
peace.
those two more. Yes, we
I
fed
bring
you.
the gift of flesh.
Mhm.
All right. You have disposed of 2 unconscious bodies into the lake.
And was there any gold on them, or just the armor and shield?
Just the gear and the
key.
The potions. They don't, and the key. Actually, I was mistaken. There are 2 keys. But the potions, the keys, their gear. It looks like they were playing with some sort of chips on the table in the next room with their card game. Looks like they're playing Dragon. Yeah, they're playing Dragon Dice. That's a game.
Chips.
A card game with dice.
Yes.
Of course.
There's cards on there's dice on the cards.
Okay. All right.
Chips, I can't cash those in anywhere.
No casino and cauldron.
No. At least not one throughout there will be frequenting anytime soon.
Sounds like a business opportunity to me.
Sure. Is this side of the room that the guards are in? Is this just a wall here?
It is. Let me open that up. I'm assuming you're going to step inside and check things out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Have a look.
It's almost a rectangular room, except for the bottom corner. It's like it's hewn off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it got larger.
And then, I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's a door to the north.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Bring up.
All right.
Let's see what you
We'll
guys
check
are
this
saying.
one out.
There we go. That and this. All right, cool. I can see what you're saying now. Yes, and this is actually a really big room because those big gray squares, those are 10 by 10 squares. So the table's large. There's chairs around it. There's more than 2 chairs. It looks like maybe sometimes there are more than 2 guards up here. The chips are on the table and the dice.
Does it look like there's only sort of 2 piles of chips? Like there was
Yes.
only.
Looks like 2 people.
It's not like one guy's just headed off to the bathroom and he's going to come back any second.
Find his.
To a very, very big surprise. Yeah, no, it looks like 2 people were in here for sure.
All right. Tarathiel will check out this door, I guess.
Farazan picks up if how many enough, just a handful of the dice. If there's 2 or 3 of them, just puts.
It's 1 set of dragon dice.
Okay, he'll pick them up, put them in his pocket.
All right. Make a will saving throw.
Ooh.
Crap.
Just joking. You are listening.
It's not a part of this game. Yes.
Oh yeah, wisdom. Give me a perception.
14.
14. Sounds clear.
And is the door locked?
It is not.
We have keys.
It's the same kind of door. Remember,
The pivot door.
Yeah, the pivot door.
Pivot door? What? All right.
That's the person down in the lake.
Yes.
Last breath.
Tarathiel will spin the door like a roulette wheel. No, I'll nudge open the door and have a look.
Open the door, and it's a smaller room, and it looks like it is used for storage. Among other things, there's dry rations, a keg of something, and it looks like additional planks, like the planks you saw on the ledge outside. Otherwise, nothing else in here.
And
Alrighty. Well, it looks like this is just a guardhouse for the mechanism to get across the way.
Very large guardhouse. That could house like a garrison.
Should we?
Yeah, but there's nowhere to sleep. So
Well, there
they would
could
just
have
be
been
stationed
like
here.
eons ago.
What do the walls look like?
In the rooms, they are finely chiseled out of the natural stone, so some volcanic rock and just regular rock. Exquisite craftsmanship.
Okay.
Outside of the non-crafted walls, it's just natural cavern.
Okay. Fairzone's gonna pull out a hammer and just tap 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 along the wall, that eastern wall there.
Okay. Give me a perception.
Perception. That's a
Or an investigation, whichever one you like.
how about perception?
Okay.
16.
16. You don't notice any difference in the sound. It all sounds solid behind it.
Right.
Maybe if I completely open the door, I'll get rid of the paranoia.
We've been down in a few of these things so far, and there's been a couple of secret doors here and there, so he's getting a little bit paranoid.
I think Jadaru
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
started
Yeah,
off,
the Malachite
started guys
Fortress.
off. Yeah.
More in
Malachite
the
Fortress.
gnomish sections than the dwarven sections, I guess.
Yeah. Well. All right. So what do you
Let's
think?
take a look at ye old basket.
Yeeted these guys. All right, you go out to the basket.
Huh?
Just moving these these guys you kicked off the curb. So it's a large cage. It looks like it could hold 1.5 Fairzons, or probably 4 average size people. It's controlled by the winch on the inside, and I don't know if you remember or not, but it's got a locking mechanism to where it can't go backwards. That locking mechanism does have a keyhole in it, to where you can lock or unlock that mechanism. The cage itself is mostly wrought iron, and the large cords up top are just like really, really large ropes holding this thing. And it looks like you turn the winch, and the basket slowly crosses the lake down below to the area down below.
Is it loud?
Well, you haven't tested it.
Okay.
How difficult would it be to get up to the line that it's connected to?
Not difficult at all.
Trethiel just wants to get up there and have a look and just make sure that it hasn't been like rigged to drop or anything.
Okay, give me an investigation roll.
$14. Apparently, that's what I'm going to roll today.
It looks sound. It looks like it actually does look like it's used on a regular basis.
Okay, and
There's no dust, no rust, nothing like that. It's well kept and even a little bit oiled to make sure the mechanism works correctly.
how difficult would it be to travel down the cable without the
Like shimmy
The
down or
cage.
tightrope walk, that kind of thing.
yeah? Yep.
It would be your acrobatics check.
Yep.
But there's 2 ropes. You don't think it'd be that difficult
Okay.
for you?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm wondering if, guys, maybe if I winch you guys down, then I can go down the rope.
Do you think there's any danger of it collapsing?
Didn't look like it. It looks like it gets used all the time.
So if you go across, you can turn the other side and pull us across.
I think it sounds like
I
he was going to send you guys down and then shimmy down behind you.
Yeah, I think I can winch you down from here.
Oh, I see. Okay, hang on. Let me. I'm I'm gonna fly Puzzle down the line to the other side to take a look at what's waiting for us.
All right.
Maybe about halfway across. So let me move her to where I'd like her to go. Like her to go right about there.
Hang on, let me tie the Stone of Alarm to her first.
Yeah, right.
Actually, that would be a pretty effective distraction, right? Just give Pyzel the Stone of Alarm and say, "Go fly over that way."
Yes, just a screaming owl orbiting the cave.
Caca, caca.
No one is going to be looking at us.
Nope.
All right. She's got some massive viewing capability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm opening this up.
Mike, do you have Sirenscape running?
Oh, wow.
Okay, I've got it. It's a big cave.
And one last little area here. Yeah, it's a large area. Ah. Basically, what she's seeing is further into the far beach head. It looks like there's a building deeper in there. These buildings that she does see are just like the ones that are on top of the cliff. They look like they were completely chiseled out of the actual natural stone. They're part of the wall. And then down there at the base of the ropes, it looks like there's another winch mechanism at the other end.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. Yep.
And then back to the right, looking back there, you see she sees a shoreline, and when she sees it, she, for lack of a better word, is startled, is a little fearful, and you can tell that she wants to return after seeing that. So tell me about the communication between you and Puzzle. Can you actually communicate? Because I know it's
we can communicate basic thoughts and ideas. Right now, what I want to do is actually use her vision.
Okay. So you go blind, you go deaf, you go dumb. You look through her eyes, and you see that far to the right, not where the buildings are, the far right. You see a shoreline that is covered in blood and bones, half-eaten creatures, fish, even some like bears and mammals, anything that may have come down that tunnel. Something has it's turned it into a house of carnage, or a shoreline of carnage, over to the east. But that's as far as she can see right there.
Okay. We'll not go there.
Note to self.
Yeah. I understand her trepidation, so I'm not going to make her fly any closer.
Okay.
I would like her to fly just a little bit more toward the other coastline, like there. And I'm just looking to see if there's any movement, any other creatures, that kind of thing.
It doesn't reveal anything else, just going straight down where you are. Down there, directly to her southwest, I suppose. That's a wall that she's seeing to another building. And no, there's no movement.
No movement. Okay.
There's no additional movement besides the lake and things like that.
Okay. But no
people.
No people. And the shoreline with the death, there was no movement there either.
Shoreline, no, didn't see anything back there.
Okay. Other than flies. All right, gotcha. So I'm gonna have her fly back.
Okay. Zan, have you got your paints? You could paint something on Caldoon's face while he's away.
Hot dogs.
Something rude.
Something rude. That's funny.
You are now part of the tribe. So now I've got I got his Goliath markings on my face. All right, so we have a murder coast to the east, and apparently it looks like abandoned structures on the other side where the basket's going to go. So as far as I can tell, it's fairly unthreatening.
Let's put a pin in the murder coast. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
for those listening to the podcast version, this winch thing is 120 feet from winch to winch. Like, this cavern's huge.
It is. Yes, it's a long way across, and you can see from Pazel's point of view that the cavern continues south, out of sight. You know, I keep forgetting it's glowing in here. Hang on.
Yeah, and she was like right here, so I think she could have seen a little more to the south.
But it's for her. It's a well lit room, so she can see. Give me 1 second.
Just to paint the word picture further. We're 90 feet up on this side, but on the other side it goes to like ground level, right? So this winch thing drops 90 feet across the way.
Yeah, so it looks like it does. Mm-hmm.
It's like a
gondola
slope.
going down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a good description. It's definitely like a gondola.
Oh man.
It's a ski lift of doom.
Yep.
Huh. All right. Because the water has this glowing algae on it, she can see the entire cavern, except for what's out of line of sight. So she sees that it goes all the way another 150, 200 feet south. I think that's all opened up, and she can see there are additional buildings down here. Let me open that up a little bit because she can see basically over that building. It's not connected to the ceiling. The ceiling's obviously massively high.
Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So that is what she sees. There, I want to make sure that this is obvious. There is an opening in the water down south.
An opening in the water?
Sorry, there's a tunnel.
Yeah, I see.
Yep. Otherwise, you can see the full beachhead across the lake. It's kind of like a wall. It's just several buildings built into the cavern itself. So what you're looking at, the cavern lowers down towards the ground on the other side to the level of the building, and the walls are just chiseled straight out of the surrounding rock. So you've got this straight line. You've got this cavernous ceiling. You've got this cavernous rocky, sandy beachhead, and then you got this pristine wall of chiseled buildings out of the rock itself.
Okay. Does anyone else have this unusual urge as a player of D&D? Every time you come across anything like this, you want to turn it into an amusement park?
the old abandoned amusement park.
Yeah.
Nope. That's just you.
That's just me. Okay.
Did Pazel fly back?
No, she's going to hang right there. What I'm thinking is we'll leave her there, and as we ride across in the basket, I'll continue to use her senses just to see if we kick an outhill.
Okay.
I think this is a good time for me to try out my new overlay. See if this works.
What's the overlay? What's the overlay?
Hold on.
Confused? I'm impatient.
It comes after the underlay.
Yeah.
Underlay.
There we go.
So what's the plan?
I guess we're going to get in and ride across in the Cage of Doom.
Well,
All right.
will you both fit in there?
I think
Yes.
Yeah. Leave me the keys.
so. Okay. I give you the keys. You have the keys.
Yes, you have the keys.
You are the key master.
You got key.
There is no Trathiel. There's only Zool.
There's only Zool.
All right, so here we'll attempt to unlock the blocking mechanism and winch them down.
So the locking mechanism isn't to prevent you from using it. It's a safety lock, right? So if you
presumably at the moment it's in park at the moment,
yes,
right?
Wow.
Yes. So
PRNDL, L for leave.
It is. So it's got a safety mechanism to where when you're pulling the winch, it can only go one direction, but you can release that and come back the other way. It's also to slow the winch so it doesn't go down too fast down the decline towards the shore to the other side. So the key is there to disengage the safety.
Sounds good.
Well, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave that alone.
No, it's imagining that would be hilarious. That everyone gets in, Tarathiel goes in, and just goes click, and you guys go.
Just disengage the safety, and you're down there in like 2 rounds.
Nope. All right, yeah, Tarathiel will attempt to winch them slowly down.
All right, Farazan, you in the basket.
Mhm.
Khaldoon's in the basket. You start turning the winch, and
one thing. I'm going to grab a couple of those boards.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't know why, but
You're now bored.
Yes.
You start turning the winch, and it's not exceptionally loud. It's just not whisper quiet. It's just a sound of mechanism. You know, like I said, it's been taken care of. It's been well kept for. It's old. You can definitely tell it's old, and it has some dwarven architecture that you can tell. And as you're turning it, you can tell it's going to take you about a minute to cross the lake this way, i.e. 10 rounds to cross the lake to the far shoreline.
I don't like it.
10 rounds pass. Get to the other end. Khaldoon and Farazan, there's not really much else to show that you haven't already seen.
Okay.
I'll open up some more just around the corner and stuff, but you can see the door. Yeah, there's a door that obviously goes into the winch house.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, just another crooked nanny.
Kirkanini?
Yep.
All right. Tarathiel will try and climb up and try and run down these ropes.
Are you running?
No. Very, very carefully moving down the ropes.
Okay. Give me a acrobatics check, please.
I'm really tempted to spend inspiration on this. But I won't, because I have the other thing that I can do in case this goes pear-shaped. So if this looks like it is going to fail, I can maybe improve it.
Okay.
That's 23.
23. You make this look easy.
With style.
You're like a circus clown, and you're halfway across.
Halfway.
Halfway across. Give me one more acrobatics.
Can't work. Mr. Smee.
Oh, 10. Hang on.
10.
Do better.
Yeah, hang on. I can add a D8 to it. 17.
You start to slip, but use your mental acuity and psychic wuju to keep yourself on the ropes. You were about to fall.
Oh,
and you barely held on with that. And you make it across. In 2 rounds rather than 10.
Easy.
With style.
What are we waiting around for?
Let's go.
So you can see to the northwest, there's a door. To the south, there's a door into the winch area. Just a little over to the southwestish, there's another door that goes in. To the north, at the very far northern end of the walls, the rooms, there's another door. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doors from your perspective that you can check on?
Okay.
Well, I would start with the winch house, I think. But
Yeah.
can I
think it's a good
see
idea.
around this corner? Is there a gap there?
Put
There is.
Pozella down there.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll do.
Just goes into some rubble.
Yeah.
If you notice that I haven't opened something up that I haven't, that I just didn't notice, just let me know. I'll try to keep it going. Because you've got vision. I mean, you can see for 120 feet with Pausel around. So just let me know if there's something you want to look at.
And what about across the lake in that tunnel now? Now that we're down here.
Yes, that's murder land. Let's
avoid down here.
There's a building in the way.
Well, I mean,
she's flying. She can see over the building.
Yeah.
This is the only building though that you can see over. Let me just open it up because it turns. She moves a little further south just to kind of check it out, and fairly quickly it turns to where she can't see any further.
Alrighty.
What about here?
Yeah. That's
true.
More walls. There's a door down there, which I actually didn't include. There's a sixth door. Let's get that. And I think I've opened up the entire front area. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doors along the wall, and then the door to the winch house that you have options.
Oh, the winch house.
I think we should check the winch house, but given that we just used the mechanism, if there's someone in there, they're probably going to know we're coming.
It's best not to leave anyone behind us. Let's at least look inside.
All right. And Tarathiel will gently... Well, I guess I'll listen, but I don't...
Okay, give me a perception.
Can I hear anyone down here? 13.
Sounds quiet behind the door.
Except for the cat walking
Push the
along
door. They do that.
And again, it's the same door. All these doors are identical. They have the stone door with the bar down the center. And did you say you opened the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Open the door, and it's just a 20 by 10 foot corridor. They didn't put a door on the map, but there is a door at the very far end. Yes, exactly. And as you step onto that first spot, you hit a tripwire.
Of course.
And a trap from the wall, which is concealed but not very, very well hidden, slams out. So it comes out with spikes sticking out of it and attempts to kill you.
As opposed to hug you.
Very nice.
This actually has a roll to hit. Does a 17 hit?
Does.
Rip.
You are impaled by this board full of spikes for 10 points of damage. But now the tripwire is broken, and the board is sitting out. Just looks like a reverse mousetrap. That makes sense. It's just sitting there dangling. Yes, you found a trap.
I found it.
That's what we have you for, to soak up the damage from traps.
That's right.
Farazan will
Tarathiel
step forward and
gently pushes the board off of his chest.
Pulls it out.
Ow. Ow.
Can we get that on an instant replay?
That was unpleasant.
Are you okay, Tarathiel?
That's Tarathiel's blood.
I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm okay.
That's good.
As long as I have my fingers, I'm okay. That's my fingers.
Just give me a minute.
Good.
Does somebody want to check the other door?
I will.
All right, give me a perception check.
I know where 1 is. 10.
It's quiet.
Yep. Everything seems safe from here on out.
We're all good. No one here but us.
Just charge.
Chickens.
Okay. Steps forward to the door.
All right.
And we'll push it open.
Door swings open on its hinge, no problem. And the room itself looks similar, if not identical, to the other winch room at the top of the cliff.
Okay.
Just different shape. All that's in there is the spooling mechanism and the winch itself. And this one also has a locking mechanism for the safety. Otherwise, it's empty. I am opening it up.
Is there...
Don't touch any rocks.
Yeah. Good idea.
Pro tip.
Pro tip.
Sarathiel or Khaldun, did either of you notice a way that we could lock this in place so that no one could take away our means of escape?
No, I did not. Unless there's a key. Is there a key lock down here?
The safety mechanism has a keyhole as well. So
Okay.
if you were wanting to make it to where it couldn't turn, that would take some either damage or some engineering wuju.
I do not want to damage it. Although,
Okay.
if I damage it just right, I could repair it. Okay, so I would like to investigate the mechanism and see if there perhaps is like an axle or like a piece, maybe two pieces that if they were if they were damaged, it wouldn't work. But I'm pretty certain that I could use mending to fix.
Give me an investigation check, please.
Okay.
You just want to knock just enough teeth off the gear so that it gets to that point and can't turn past. That's a good
22.
That's a good roll.
That's an excellent roll. You find the one gear that is
The
already
linchpin.
the one gear that's already just a little bit loose. If you knocked it loose, you could actually take it with you.
All right, I will do thusly.
And that will disable the winch on this side. So if somebody uses the other side, it's still going to work. But this, the turning wheel itself is what's broken down here now. Does that make sense?
It does.
So if somebody turns the wheel up top, the cage will move.
Okay.
It's like Mr. Bean taking the steering wheel out of his car.
Just like that.
Oh, jeez.
I speaking of Mr. Bean, I started Blackadder appeared on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I started watching it again. I watched it as a kid. That is so freaking funny. Although I think you've got to know a little bit of English history for it to kind of make sense, because he just so makes fun of everything English. It's just, or British. It's so funny. Okay. Anyway, so take the gear and can I put this in the haversack?
It'll fit.
Okay.
Don't put it in the same
I
pocket.
wasn't sure if you're asking me or the owner of the haversack. It will definitely fit.
Okay.
Yeah, you
So
open a pocket and you just hear,
Not that one. Not that one.
and a growling, shut that damn thing up.
That's so funny. We're gonna meet something from the abyss, and it's gonna pop out of its, teleportation point. It's gonna have cotton shoved, or mushrooms or something shoved its ears, and it's gonna be like,
Oh yeah, 15 levels from now, or 10 levels from now, when we're wandering around Avernus, definitely.
You.
Yes.
So I am
call
the
that
world's
episode the snooze button.
I am the world's worst about reading flavor text. I get an idea of what's going on, and I just don't even read it when it comes live.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to read some flavor text from the lake that you just crossed over. Waters of this large lake glow softly with thick, ropey, glowing algae. Now and then, tiny curls of steam rise from the lake, filling the area with cloying stink of soggy plant matter.
Smell bad.
Oh, bad. The surface of the water ripples now and again, but it's impossible to tell if these ripples come from underwater currents welling up from below or something hungrier. And on the beach, the large beach is covered with rocks and patches of fitfully glowing phosphorescent fungus. Oh my God, that was
alliteration.
Yeah, and algae. So this is where you're standing now. More impressive are the stony ruins that protrude from the sheer rock wall along the beach's western edge. The architecture of these ruins seems melted and somehow intimidating. Are you intimidated?
Extremely.
Whatever creatures built these dwellings were obviously inhuman and alien in nature. I don't get that.
Seriously? They said
That's why I don't read flavor text, because it don't usually jive with what's going on. So anyway, it looks
it's just standard dwarf racism there, I think.
Well, it may be indicating that this side is where maybe lava had hit, because a lot of the stone structure has been melted.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's just trying to allude to that's inhuman and alien nature. Because it's,
of course, it gave us alien temple of like egg hatchery and face huggery.
Yeah.
Vibes when we came down here. So
yes, totally.
Maybe, yeah.
Tropical, the water that's kind of meshed together. Yeah.
Yep.
Just wait. The Xenosith is coming.
I'm just no.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on Khaldun to walk over and get a sample of the goo.
I'm not getting the sample of the goo. I'm getting a sample of the alliterative glowing fungus.
Yeah.
The fungi and algae on this side. Okay.
Well, you said there was some on the coast here or on the shore here, right?
Yes.
Not out of the water. I'm not touching the water.
Gotcha.
Water's like yes.
I'm with you.
No
problem.
Firmly phosphorescent fern gully, something. I
don't think I could say that again if I had to.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Where
so
to
Khaldun takes out the gear from the mechanism and immediately starts scraping algae off the rocks. So it takes Khaldun a minute or two to take care of the winch. Is there anything the other two want to do, Khaldun or Tarathiel and Farazan?
Nope.
Okay. Not in 10 minutes.
Nope. Okay.
Trying to decide if I want to use a potion, but probably not.
All right.
As Jamie wants to pick up a rock and skip it across the water, but
do it.
No.
We have the perfect skipping stone.
Screaming skipping stone.
It's just really loud.
I bet that would be so cool. Is that warbling of the sound as it gets farther away?
And then just the sound fading as it gloops under the water.
Oh, can you imagine the thing living under the water and us dropping that screaming rock under there? Oh, talk about pissed off.
Yep.
It's just finished doing its lawn and we drop bodies on it.
Yeah, Matt's like, guys, the green dragon was asleep. Yeah, it wasn't going to bother you.
Until you dropped a screaming Nini down there. All right.
Well, you haven't messed with his thatched roof yet. Too bad. You put a little hole in it, but you gave him some bodies to eat, so he's busy.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Which door do you want to try?
I suggest either the northernmost door or the southernmost door. Definitely not the front door.
I knew you were going to say that. Are there any tracks around that we could see if anyone has frequented any of the other structures?
Give me a survival.
Staying alive.
Survival. Hey, I've actually got proficiency in that one.
What?
13, Chief.
13. You see tracks going in every direction.
Yeah.
No. It looks like a majority of the tracks, and it's not that difficult to see, go from where the cage stops and goes to this door here, which is just right below where you guys are.
Okay. Farazan points it out. It looks like most of the traffic has gone through that door just to the south of us. Do you want to check it first or go to one of the extremities?
I'd say in that case, go to the northernmost door.
Yeah, we want to come at them sideways if we can.
Yep.
All right.
Go straight to the bad guy. The big giant evil guy.
Probably.
Wherever the biggest footprints are, that's where we're going first. Wait,
whichever decision we make, it's going to be wrong. If you heard of Hofstadter's law before?
Yes.
It's a project management thing that it will always take twice as long as you expect, even if you take into account Hofstadter's law.
Yes.
So no matter which direction we pick, it will be wrong, even if we think we're picking a different direction because we thought the first thing would be wrong.
That's just my life. You just, in that quick sentence,
I think
described my life.
I think that's Vizzini's law.
Yeah. So that's never get involved in a land war in Asia.
Oh, yes. Sorry, my bad.
I don't think that word means what you think it does.
Inconceivable.
All right, you guys head to the northern wall, the northern door in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's the same style of door. Trathiel, are you doing your thing?
I got it.
Give me a perception.
Yes, but part of his thing will be searching for traps once the door is open. That's an 11 to listen.
Listen better.
Sounds completely silent.
Sounds like the last
soft lapping of carnivorous algae along the shoreline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like being this close to the beach.
You know, if this was an MMORPG, there'd be a fishing spot down here.
Yeah. But if there's something that you don't want to fish out of the lake, would there be a fishing spot?
I mean, there would be. It's maybe not
and
not an advisable.
And a patch of blood right beside it.
Exactly.
Just throw the rod in, and your character thing just gets immediately sucked into the water.
Yep. Zoop.
The door, it's silent behind the door. You test the door. The door is actually locked.
Is there evidence of some kind of unlocking mechanism on this side?
There's a keyhole, yeah.
Do you need me to pick it?
Do either of the keys we have fit?
Yes, indeed. One of the two keys fits perfectly into it, and you hear a slight click, and the door comes loose, obviously unlocked.
And a crescendo from the music?
Yeah. It always disturbs me when that happens. All right. And push the door open.
All right. It opens quietly. That's the one thing. These doors have some sort of amazing... the weight to them is perfect. They turn on these hinges perfect. They are whisper
Dwarven
silent.
engineering.
Yeah.
Dwarven engineering.
Engineering.
Open this door, and it's kind of an odd shape. It's almost a diamond shape with the points to the north, south, east, and west, except for the westernmost diamond part is looks like it would have been hewn off, right? So it's, if you look at it from the side, it looks like maybe a pyramid. And there is a door to the on the far side of this room, about 30 feet away. And it's dark in here. Trathiel, though, you have dark vision. You look up, the ceiling is about 40 feet up. And the first thing that you do notice in this room is there is a balcony about 30 feet up in this room that goes around the perimeter of this room.
I don't like it.
All right.
That makes sense?
Yes, but I don't see anybody moving up there.
You do not.
Okay.
Is
Is this like a sandy beach down here?
On the outside, yes.
Where we are? All right.
Small
Trathiel will
pebbles.
pick up a handful of sand and just toss it into the room to see if you can see any tripwires or anything.
Pocket sand.
Okay. Throw some sand.
Yeah, exactly. Bucket sand.
Give me a perception check.
22.
Nice.
22. You do not see anything in this room that's out of the ordinary. 22.
Comforting.
You do hear, though, very slightly breathing from up above. Like someone trying to be quiet, but you really picked up on it with the 22.
Mm-hmm.
You hear something from the balcony. Like,
Oh.
just regular breathing. I don't mean like, just somebody's trying to hide, but you hear them breathe.
I can hear them. I can hear their heartbeat like Matt Murdock.
Yes, yes.
So Tarathiel will hold a hand out to the other two and just... There's someone in here. They're on a balcony 30 feet up.
And telepathically, Farazan, is there a way up?
Not that I saw, right? There's...
You did not see anything, no.
That's unfortunate.
No.
Farazan pulls out rope and a grappling hook from his backpack.
Yep.
If you want to climb up there. Can I tell... I heard them, right? So I probably can't tell necessarily which side of the room they're on or like where they approximately are.
And it was just briefly. It was like they've been breathing normal, but somebody just took an extra long... Maybe somebody yawned. Perception 22, you got to get something. But it was just enough that you picked up on it, but then it's gone.
Okay. And it's kind of light out here, so I'm probably throwing a shadow into the room.
There's a green dim light shining into this dark room.
So the room is dark, and when we open the door, it sort of casts light into the room.
Yeah, maybe 5 feet. The algae light is very, very dim.
Yeah.
But whoever is hanging out
would be noticeable.
They're in the dark.
Yes.
The 2 guards we killed,
were
they human?
They were.
Okay. Tarathiel, do you think if you shut the door, you could sneak across the room?
I don't want to leave him in there alone.
If I shut the door with me inside, maybe. I do have this sucking chest wound to consider.
You probably have 4.
Very evenly
Good
arranged.
Point. Very good point. Okay.
I can
plan.
I can throw knives up into the balcony.
I think I look at Pazel. It's like, just relax. I'm gonna put Pazel in the room.
Okay. Pazel flies
just
quietly,
inside.
Quietly.
Just inside.
She sees really almost exactly what Tarathiel saw. From that vantage point, there's obviously a balcony that goes all the way around. It's about 10 feet out from the wall, completely around the circumference of this oddly shaped room, and not much else.
And I'm going to have her fly up to the ceiling.
Okay. Now, let's take a look.
Yep.
All right. She flies up, and
Chumpy.
She sees in the darkness on the balcony several people sitting crouched behind the banister. It's a solid banister of the balcony. Crouched behind. Honestly, unless you're going through that, she flies up there and she senses danger, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what all I can give you with just empathy or without using your vision through her eyes.
She can give me like rough numbers. So
4.
Okay.
There's a 4th one. I just haven't got it up there yet.
All right.
1 million.
One Tarathiel hand worth of people. Somewhere between 3 and 5.
You wish.
3 and 5.
All right. And I pocket her.
Okay. She disappears. They don't seem to react to her.
Nice Foley work.
Thanks.
They don't seem to react to her. Okay.
Do you want me to go in and draw their attention?
Well, I don't know if it'd be a good idea or not. I mean, you might end up being a pincushion.
We can.
But why would they be waiting for us in this room?
There we go.
They may have heard the screaming rock. Are there windows
Could
to
be
these
it.
doors? Are there windows to
No.
the? No. Okay.
There are you. That's one thing you have not seen on this side. There are no windows.
So no arrow slits, no
It's-
nothing.
Nothing.
It's weird that they would be hanging out in the dark, just waiting for someone to open the door.
So thinking back, that stone could be heard a quarter mile away.
Yeah, they probably went GQ.
It
so
was
they're
freaking
covering all the
loud.
entrances. Yeah. Okay, that's probably not a safe way to go in. We'll leave that one alone for now.
How about a silly place? We'll go somewhere else.
Let's go someplace else.
Okay.
How far can I huck a necklace of fireballs?
About 30 feet. Actually, it's like casting
No,
a
it's
fireball.
60.
It's like, yeah, I was about to say, it's like
60
casting a
feet,
fireball.
yeah.
Yep.
I could throw a fireball up there.
You'll love it.
I considered it actually. Let's check our other options first.
Okay. If they saw the door open, then they're probably not just going to sit around and wait.
Was there? Oh, sorry. Farazan asks, was there a door on the balcony on the upper level? I assume. I assume there would be.
You don't know Khaldun from the information from Pazel. She wouldn't be able to tell you that.
I don't know. Possibly. I didn't see a ladder though.
All right. Tarathiel will carefully close the door and then relock it.
Pazel's stuck behind.
She got pocketed.
I know, just joking. Okay, you shut the door and lock it.
I don't know when you're joking and when I'm going to lose a finger, man.
Both can happen at the same time.
Other end of the complex, or do we want to work our way down?
Did the door open inward or outward?
It spun.
Both.
Spins on an axis.
Okay. How heavy are these rocks?
Various. There's some rubble. There's pebbles. I mean, there's some heavy rocks. Those are big. But some of them are 10 feet diameter, so it's various different sizes.
Okay. I don't know where the chart is to find out how much Farazan can lift.
A lot.
Yeah. So I would like to. Okay. It says I can push, drag, or lift 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
Can I push, drag, or lift a rock almost to the limit into that doorway and jam the door closed?
You don't think you could jam it closed, but you could. You know which way it spins.
Yeah.
And you already realize that it doesn't go the other way, right? It's hinged where it doesn't spin either way like a revolving door.
Okay.
So yeah, it would. You could pull over a rock, 1,000-pound boulder from. Yes.
Okay.
You think you could do it?
All right. So Farazan stands there for a second and says, "Hold this," and he hands out his long staff to Tarathiel, and he drags that boulder. Just, I guess I don't know how much effort, but yeah.
There's a snowman roll for a boulder.
Yeah.
If you can lift, I mean, if you can just lift drag 1,000 pounds, that means you can do it without rolling. So you could probably exceed that with some strength checks. So yeah, you get a big ass boulder sitting in front of that door, blocking. It could open maybe an inch, but the boulder's definitely gonna block it. It would take a lot of somebody to get through there now.
Okay. All right.
I think Tarathiel struggles just to hold the staff. It's like you hand Tarathiel a stick, and he's just like.
He kind of dusts his hands off and walks back over and takes the staff. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Let's try the far south then.
All the way to the other end of the gigantic map.
All right, everybody ran away.
head south.
Wait for me.
And you have another door,
zoom,
just like the
zoom.
original. Stone door with the center hole.
All right. Having a listen.
Be perception.
9.
Excellent.
9.
9.
That is better than a 7, but it's completely quiet.
All right.
Mein Lieber.
Is this one also locked?
It is.
Does the same key fit?
It does.
And then I will unlock the door.
All right.
And gently push it open.
You gently push open the door.
Stop that.
And inside,
You die.
this well-lit room.
Uh-oh.
Ah,
That's not a good sign.
jeez.
You see
This
several
is so much better.
people sitting around a table. It looks like they're having dinner, some sort of snack. I don't remember what time. It's late at night. They're having a midnight snack. Actually, they're around this table. They're sitting, and it looks like they're gearing up. It looks like they're getting their, like they've been hastily awoken,
This was a
and
team
they're in
meeting.
this room. Yeah, it's like a meeting room, and they've grabbed their gear, and they're not just sitting there around that table in a nice, perfect little oval. They're moving about the room. You open the room, and you catch them by surprise, which is a good thing because now we're rolling initiative.
Oh boy, should have kept that rock.
And thrown it at them. And also, you can see the northwestern wall of this room. There's another door. Yeah. All right. I don't usually do that, but okay. Who got above a 20? Anybody? Yeah. 20 to 15?
20.
15.
20. Khaldun 20. Tarathiel 15.
Nope.
Farazan
Farazan
15.
I'm sorry. Farazan 15. I actually grabbed Farazan and said Tarathiel. Tarathiel, what you got?
Let go.
Tarathiel, natural 1 for a 5.
Fantastic. Hazel is in a nature's pocket. So, Khaldun, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to step down a little bit so I can get a better view. Do these folks look like the similar folks we fought before?
It looked like the
Thugs.
twins.
Yeah. Look like thugs.
Like twins. Why is there always a thin one and a fat one?
So, you've got pretty much line of sight to all except for these two on the far right.
Okay.
Oh, fight music.
And these squares are 10-foot squares.
They are.
1, 2, 3. I reach into my arcane grimoire, pull out some sticky strands, and hurl them toward the back of the room.
Oh yay!
Casting web.
20-foot area, is that right?
Yeah,
20 by
hang on a
20?
second. I'll draw the square.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't like that color. I'm going to do a different color. It's going to be an orange
I
web.
get the color of death.
Looks like you've all found yourselves in a sticky situation.
Oh no, de-inspiration. So talk to me again about web. It's been a minute.
All right. So I cast the spell. Upon casting, nothing happens.
Okay.
Dang.
On their initiative,
Oh.
they have to roll dex checks or they're restrained.
Restrained, which is movement 0, disadvantage, or
Yes.
right? Disadvantage to attack, and you guys have advantage to hit them.
And
Let's look at restraint.
if they are restrained, they can use an action to make a strength check to break free. So right now, nothing happens.
Okay. So I'm going to look at restrained real quick. Anything else, Khaldun?
I'm going to, let's see. I'm not going to draw an orange circle on my head.
All evidence to the contrary. Restrained. Creature's speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. Creature has a disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay. So they are
Glorched.
Yes. All right.
And I step out of line of sight.
All right. You have a bonus left. Anything else?
No.
Farazan, it's your turn.
Farazan looks over at Khaldun and he's like, "Are you planning on following that up with fire?"
Not right now.
All right. And he rushes in.
All right. Charge. Now remember, the door space counts as
Squeeze.
quote. Difficult terrain.
Okay.
It just takes an extra 5 feet of movement to get through for you.
You
because
got
you're
plenty.
large.
Okay. Right around here. We'll move in.
All right. No problem.
And he will start by taking a swing at the Big Ugly.
All right. So he looks like he's got a shield on the table. He's getting his. It looks like he was putting his sword belt on, and he's got a shield on the table. So you've got the drop on him. You have a surprise. He does not have a shield, so you can give me an attack without a shield bonus.
Okay. Thematically, I'd like to see Farazan like knock the shield, like thrust the staff and just kind of slide it along the shield into the web.
That would suck.
Well, that'd be great. It's a bit John Wick-esque. All right, he takes a swing with the long staff, holding it around the middle for an AC of 14.
14 is a miss.
Dang it. And with the other end, actually, I guess with the same end, because he gets 2 attacks around now. How about a 26?
That's it.
All right. And 12 points of damage.
12 points.
Mm-hmm.
So you miss the first end of the staff, spin it around, and just clock him on the side of the head. He is immediately bloodied.
Excellent. And yeah, might as well go ahead and with the short end of the stick, go one more AC 20.
That's a hit.
And that is going to be 8 points of damage.
And he goes down.
Excellent. So he drops. That's a standard 2 attack bonus with a move, and he brandishes his staff kind of in front of him. You know, not kind of seeing his more defensive nature now that he's switched over to the defensive fighting style, and he says, "Drop your weapons, and no more harm will come to you."
So the door opens before they have a chance to pull their pants up, put their belt on. An enormous web shoots in, and a giant charges through the door and takes one down in 6 seconds. Just clocks him twice.
Yep.
Give me an intimidation check.
I can do that. Hopefully well. Inspiration.
All right.
Yeah,
You're inspired. You feel inspired. I'm inspired.
Excellent. You should be. How do I roll?
You are the Brute Squad.
We're the Brute Squad. How do I bloody do the advantage on D&D Beyond?
Shift. Hold down shift.
Hold down shift. Okay. Well,
left shift, not right shift.
21.
21. All right. I'm going to make this a contested because you're frightening, but some other things in their lives are pretty frightening too.
Yep.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 3 in the web have disadvantage because they're already just really hating life. So this is for the first 2. They're out of the web.
Okay.
1 succeeds. 1 looks like one just drops his sword. The 3 in the web. First one. Oh my God! This mouse is going to die. Succeeds. Fail. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He's disadvantaged. So fail. All 3 of the ones that are in the web are already demoralized because they're sitting there like they haven't moved yet, but the web has got them tangled up thematically, and they're just kind of hanging there in this web. They actually, the ones in the web, look absolutely terrified.
Excellent.
Not just like the ones that are not in the web, they're demoralized, and except for the one who's the brave guy. He's the one that, you got to kick his ass so his friends step down.
Yeah.
But the ones in the web, I mean, they're soiling themselves. They're so scared.
Excellent.
That would be like a bonus action. So, you've already, that's fine. You used a bonus action to attack. You've got some movement left, I think.
Okay. Which one looks like he's the upper or the lower guy, or
the top? The guy at the top
still looks like he's
still
thinking about it.
Yeah. He didn't look too bright.
Okay.
He does look pensive.
All right. Since I've got reach, I'm going to stay where I am. I think. Yeah, with my back to the wall, or with. Yeah, or well, as
Put him an actual square, so you know where he is.
Okay. Yeah, Farazan will stay there. I know flanking's not a thing, but I'd rather not have people on either side of him. So.
Okay. All right, that's Farazan. It is now Evil's turn.
Crap.
So the one that's still brave, he grabs his sword off the table and charges in.
Right. I should get my attack of opportunity. Yes.
How?
Reach?
Yeah.
Polearm Master.
Yeah, Polearm Master.
Oh, Polearm Master. Yes.
Okay. Excellent.
This is your reaction.
Yes, my reaction.
Okay.
With a 18.
Just hits him.
All right. Come on. Anytime. Please. Nope. Nope, it's not going to roll. What is that, a D10? Rolling dice. 15. There we go. That'll work.
15. Clock.
Jeez.
He is bloodied. You knock his jaw sideways, and he's starting to reconsider his bravery. But he's got momentum, and he's got herd mentality under his belt. You hear the rest of them are, cheering him on. Yeah, go blah blah.
Hey, Kronk! I wouldn't do that, Kronk.
Just remember.
Did you see what he just did to you?
Just remember, I gave you the option.
And a concussion.
Natural 19. That is a hit.
That's fine. That's fine.
What's the damage on this thing? Okay.
2. Okay, 4.
He does 6 points of damage with his longsword, and multi-attack. He attacks again.
Oh, no.
Missing. 14. 14 miss.
Yes, 14 misses.
Yeah. And that is it. So he moved. Actually, no, that's not it. He moved in. He is moving back towards this door. He is reconsidering his bravery. He slacked. He got one good hit on you and missed the second time badly, and takes the rest of his movement to go to the door. And he pushes it open. It was not locked.
Okay.
The rest of them, this guy is going to run over here. He grabbed his shield off the table first, and he is beside this guy. Actually, he can move through, so he runs out. So, talk to me about the saving throws.
They're rabbiting.
This is dexterity save. DC is what for the guys in the web?
It's Dex DC 16.
First, that's a failure. This thing rolling? Second, success. Third, failure. So this one back in the back succeeds, but he is also absolutely just scared out of his mind. Oh, he can move through. And he runs out. The other two are restrained.
Yep, they're restrained, and they can use their action to make a strength check to break free.
The same round?
Yep.
Okay. then that is what they're going to try to do. DC is still 16?
16.
They both fail. Both are still restrained in the web. And that's it for them. Tarathiel, it's your turn.
Through the link, Farazan says, "We've got runners. They're headed out the door. Into another room."
Bam. This is the guy that attacked Farazan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Alright, Tarathiel's gonna throw a psychic dagger at this guy.
Alright.
That is a 26 hit.
That'll hit.
Yes. Yep.
That'll do 8 psychic damage.
And he crumbles. Out.
Excellent.
Alright, 5, 10.
You have advantage on the ones in the web.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That's
They're
are
going
we,
to run.
are we at...
Did they actually
You're
drop their
Khaldun out in the
weapons?
back. Kill him! No, they're not I mean, no, they don't leave their weapons behind.
For Zon cast
I guess
fear.
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of wondering if I'm more interested in the ones that are trying to escape because they can raise an alarm elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get to where that guy was standing? I
Um,
was here.
yeah, plus you've got bonus action dash if you have to.
That's just 25 feet.
Yeah, no, I want to use a bonus action to throw a dagger if I can get there.
Oh, sorry.
Have a look
Moving out of the
through.
way. All right. So, okay. Yeah, you've got plenty of movement. You see both of them are standing there, but they are actively hightailing it down a hallway,
They're,
which you cannot see all the way around.
they're doing it quietly. Is that low tailing it?
They are actually screaming.
All right, yeah, I'll use a bonus action to throw a psychic knife after the trailing one.
Okay.
Yeah, that is an offhand attack, bonus action attack. So it's a 14 to hit.
14's a miss.
That's me then. That's my full movement standard bonus.
All right. Top of round 2. Khaldun, it's your turn.
They're getting away.
All right. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I don't think I can get to the door.
With the single?
10. That's 15 feet. 20, 25. Nope, I can't get to the door. I don't think. If I were here, I don't think I'd be able to see. I don't think I'd have a line of sight of anybody in the hallway. Oh, maybe that guy.
You could see this guy. Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll go there and I will hurl a flaming ball of fire at him. Not a fireball. No.
All right. Roll to hit.
We're all like, fireball, fireball.
Yes.
Come on.
Burn.
Just give me, just line them up. 19.
That's a hit.
Heck yeah.
9 points of fire.
9 points of fire.
Fire damage.
All right.
I'm just making them run
Goodness
faster.
Gracious,
He
9
is
points of fire.
charring his chainmail. That's a move and an action.
Yes. So I'm done.
All right. Farazan, it's your turn.
All right. He will rush past his companions. And as he does, he says, "I've told the two in the web that if they drop their weapons, we wouldn't kill them. Take that as you will."
All right, then you can't kill them.
Right.
I mean, I hate to make you a liar, but you're the one that said it.
Yep. I said I wouldn't kill them.
That's right.
So he rushes through and does an overhand windmill on this guy that's running away.
Okay. Roll the hit.
Rolling to hit. 26 probably will do it.
Yes, it's a hit.
13 points of damage.
And he collapses
Awesome.
down.
And the second attack, since I've got reach, I'm going to hit the guy in the hood. Green arrow over there as he's running away. But
right.
I'm going to use one of my superiority dice. Let me make sure how this works. Okay, I have to hit him first. So let me see if I hit him first. So swing as a 27.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay.
You hit.
All right.
Brazon has all the dice.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And spending a superiority die, attempting to knock him down.
Trip attack.
Yeah, and a trip attack.
Yep.
So he has
Okay.
to do a DC 15 strength.
DC 15 is saving throw or just a strength check?
Strength saving throw.
It doesn't make it the same.
Okay.
4.
All right. And let me.
He is prone.
All right. I'm going to give him the damage, and it does I get to add the D8 to
Give him here. Have some damage.
Yeah, and he gets 15 points of damage, and he falls on
Free
his
damage.
face.
He's still alive,
Okay.
but he was almost prone anyway.
He was almost prone anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is extremely hurt and knocked prone.
Okay.
Nice. Nice round.
So I'm going to, with my bonus action, go ahead and take the third swing.
Okay.
Prone means I get advantage, yes?
Yeah,
Sweet.
it does.
Right. Trying to roll. Please. There we go. Nope. Come on, D&D Beyond.
Yes. No.
No.
No. Yes.
It's oh wait. What is that? That's a reaction. I don't know why that's not. There we go.
24. That's a hit.
Okay. And 8 points of damage.
Oh,
God.
Max.
He stops moving.
Okay.
You tripped him, knocked him down, and just clocked him one more time right in the
Gensu
ribs,
Master.
and he stops breathing.
I can imagine. You know when you swing. I don't know if you ever used a real bow staff before. You can swing it. It makes that hollow
Yeah.
noise.
Yeah.
That's really loud. I can imagine just this. It's like this really sort of creepy.
Haunting sound.
Yes, haunting sound.
But it's also like deep. It's like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a larger, longer, like metal banded staff.
It's a log.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a tree.
So
I was thinking as well, like, we must be very intimidating to fight because we move in unison but don't talk.
mhm.
Because everybody's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
through a psychic link.
Completely
So we just
silent.
move into a room and just pick people apart without saying anything. It's going to be frightening as
Well, the fact that you walked in and 12 seconds later, 60% of them are dead, and the ones that are alive are hovering, floating in this web, and they can't even move. Yeah,
so,
that was just a bad day for them.
yeah. Well, it's a good day for us. He
Yeah.
turns back to the is it an open door, or is it one of these swinging doors again?
These are all the doors are the same.
Okay.
And the door that you ran. Are you talking about the door you just moved through?
Yes.
Yes, it's open.
Okay. He looks back into the room with with his two companions. And says, "We don't have to worry about them running off anymore." He does say this out loud so that the two in the webs, for their benefit.
I don't think they can piss themselves any more than they already have. All right.
And I think that's all Fairzone can do at this point.
Right. It is Evil's turn.
Excellent.
And they're going to just attempt to break free from the webbing.
Do they go again? Because they just did their turn with their failed saves.
Yeah, it's back to them again.
We're going quick. We're
Yeah.
making mincemeat
the
out of
rounds
it.
are going fast. Because
You
the
went
number of enemies
first.
being
You
reduced.
firebolted and missed, and then Fairzone moved in and murdered everybody.
Okay.
It's their turn.
All right, you're
Uh,
right. Okay.
So it is a DC 16 dexterity
strength.
save.
Strength. There is strain, so it's strength.
Strength. Okay.
Hang on. Let me check it. Let me double check that it's a strength.
I think you're right. It sounds right.
I don't know if it's a check or a save. Just 1 second. Strength check.
Strength check. All right. First one failed. Failed. Both of them still restrained, pulling at the webs, crying. At the same time, this door immediately to your left, Farazan, which is basically southwest, it opens up.
Attack of opportunity.
And inside, you see, standing at the door, is a very, very short individual. A gnome, as it were, but he's completely bald, shaven head.
Okay.
Get it.
Opens the door, looks out, opens the door, has an angry look on his face.
Boo.
What is going on out here? But behind him, you see a very large whirlwind of an elemental spinning behind him.
Guys.
He sees you.
Guys.
And immediately disengages back into the room. Oop, I don't know where I rolled a d20. I don't need to do that.
No, you can keep the one. It's fine.
Back into the room, out of sight. And this large elemental moves forward.
Guys.
And we'll pick up here next week.
I love that the music has just kicked in right then as well.
Guys. Oh no.
I wish I could somehow listen to this music.
You can. We can sort that out.
Yeah? Oh, I love that.
All it'll take is you making an account on something and then, yeah.
Going through the unnecessarily complex linking mechanism.
It's almost as bad as trying to play cooperative on the Xbox PC app. It's almost as complicated.
But we can figure it out.
Okay, good. We as in you can figure it out and tell me how.
Yeah, the royal we.
The royal we.
Yeah.
The
Okay, good.
back patio IT department.
I'm a well-known Luddite when it comes to technology anymore. All right. You guys have finally edged your way into the southern end of this, we'll call it a fortress. It's subterranean, but it's a fortress. Wiped out a room of guards in seconds. But a short, bald gnome with a goatee opens the door angrily, screams about asking what's going on, and sees a giant, and some of his wind goes out of his sails, and he backs up around the corner.
And more wind.
And a large whirlwind elemental moves forward. We will pick up here next time.
Have a good one, guys.
Man.
Y'all have a good night.
Everyone
Thanks for
with
joining
a
us.
goatee is evil.
Hey.
Look at you. Oh, everybody's evil.
Good night.
Everybody's evil but me. Oh,
Good night, all.
Night. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Good night.